Hi guys, and welcome back to Cute Life Hacks. In this video, I'll show you how to make souffle slimes, which you've probably already seen on viral clips on Instagram. If you're new here, then please hit that subscribe button to become a Cutinator. This is the official name for the macaroon and Cute Life Hacks family, which our fans from our German channel came up with. Souffle slime was invented by the Instagram account fantasy.slimes. This is a special type of iceberg slime with a completely round top that looks just like a souffle. The original recipe is a secret, so I simply tried to recreate it myself based on what I know about slime. My version didn't turn out quite as perfect as the one from Instagram, but it's pretty close, so I think this tutorial is a good starting point if you want to try making your own. And as always, all the ingredients are shown at the end of this video so you can take a screenshot to make it easier to follow. The biggest challenge when making souffle slime is how to get this rounded top. My closest guess is that this dome is made up mostly of shaving cream, so the first thing I want to do is test out different types of foam. So here I've got some hair mousse, shower foam, normal shaving cream, and an alcohol-free shaving cream. I'm going to squeeze a tiny bit into a cup and then leave them all to dry to see which one holds its shape the longest. That one will obviously be the best candidate for making souffle slime with. As you can see here, the hair mousse and shower foam started falling apart just 10 minutes after they left the can. The bubbles are larger and slowly begin to dissolve when exposed to air. In comparison, the shaving cream has much smaller and denser bubbles, which stick together and help the foam keep its shape. I left these overnight and the next day they look like this. The mousse and shower foam are completely gone, so these two definitely won't work for souffle slime. The shaving cream looks much nicer, with the regular version holding together a tiny bit better than the alcohol-free one. So now you know which foams to use, it's time to get started on the slime. I'm going to be using some supplies from this slime kit, which I got from Sophie and Toffee. I love unboxing these kits, so I'm going to show you everything inside. If you want to skip to the slime making, then just jump to the timestamp shown on screen right now. First, you get some disposable gloves, which are useful, but I think these look a tiny bit flimsy for crafting. Then you get these adorable tiny spoons, which I love. These are also perfect for measuring out glitter or sprinkles, and I've actually been reusing the spoons that I got from the other slime kit for all sorts of other crafting stuff. Next up, you get some multicolored foam balls for making foam. Then you get these small cups, which also come with lids for storing your slime. I think these are the perfect shape for souffle slime, which is why I'm going to be using them later on in this video. Now you have this huge bottle with a label on it in Chinese that actually just says glue, so this obviously contains clear PVA glue for making transparent slime. The label on this next bottle translates directly into hardener. I'm assuming that this is actually slime activator since it hardens the glue into slime. I think it's awesome that this kit comes with a finished borax solution, which saves you a lot of time and potential mistakes. Now you have 2 packets of paper clay for making butter slime. This is great attention to detail and something which I haven't seen in any other slime kits. The kit also comes with white foam balls in addition to rainbow ones, which is quite a generous touch. You also get 2 measuring cups, and quite surprisingly, a piping bag and a piping tip. This isn't really something that's normally used for slime, but piping bags are incredibly useful for crafting, so I was very pleased to find these in here. Now this little bottle had me really puzzled since the label translates into softener. I can only imagine that it might be used to soften slime that's become too hard or overactivated. I literally never knew that this was actually possible, so be sure to stick around to the end of this video where I'm going to test this out. This slime kit is starting to feel a bit like a treasure box right now. Here's a packet of multicolored glitter. I think this isn't the nicest packaging considering the other slime kit had tiny plastic pots, but of course it works perfectly fine for decorating slime. These 2 boxes contain tiny plastic pellets, which I assume should be used for fishbowl slime. This package contains tissues, which I think is an adorable touch since making slime is obviously a slightly messy process. This bag has tiny glass balls inside, which is probably supposed to be used for fishbowl slime as well. Interestingly, you only get 2 very small tubes of white glue in this kit. This sort of makes sense considering that white PVA glue is extremely easy to find in any country, so I think they're giving you all the rare items you need for making slime, and the easiest ingredient can be bought yourself if needed. And of course, you get a complete set of food coloring. These can be used to make easy rainbow colors, so this kit really has you covered for literally any type of slime you might want to make. Last but not least, you actually get a small set of clay tools as well. I don't think you actually need this for slime, but it's great to keep for other craft projects. So after unboxing this brilliant kit, it's finally time to start making some slime. I want to start with a basic fluffy slime, so we're going to need some white PVA glue, followed by slime activator or contact lens solution and baking soda. Then you'll need shaving cream, a few clear mixing cups, a teaspoon and tablespoon for measuring, and some food coloring. First, squeeze 100 grams of white glue into a bowl. Soufflé slime is slightly trickier to make than a normal iceberg slime, so please try to follow the given quantities as closely as possible. Then add 5 heaped tablespoons of shaving cream. This can be slightly tricky to measure, so squeeze the can very carefully to keep everything on your spoon. Then stir until your mixture is well combined. Next, add some slime activator. I used about a teaspoon here, but this can vary depending on the strength of your borax solution. Of course, you can also use the other method and add baking soda or contact lens solution instead. Please note that shaving cream already has a fairly alkaline pH, so you only need a very small amount of activator. Be sure to mix your slime thoroughly before deciding whether you need to add more. Soufflé slime needs to be very fluffy and almost sticky in texture. You can test out the ideal consistency by poking it with your finger. Instead of creating a hole, the slime should actually pull back out and create a wavy surface that looks almost like frosting. Now take a small cup and add 2 drops of food coloring to the bottom. Spoon in a small bit of slime and mix until everything is mostly coated. Then add more fluffy slime on top. Now this is the part where it starts getting tricky because normal slime tends to be too heavy to form a perfectly round dome. I tried sculpting the remaining mixture on top, but it flattens out quickly, so you end up with more of a muffin shape. So I decided to create a separate, lighter slime just for the soufflé dome. To do this, scoop out 1 teaspoon of your fluffy slime and set this aside. Now fill your cup just like before, adding some food coloring to the bottom if you want. This time, be sure to leave a gap of about 1 centimeter when you're filling up your cup. Take the small piece of fluffy slime that you set aside earlier and add 3 tablespoons of shaving cream to it. Stir everything around, and amazingly, this tiny piece of slime will actually turn all the shaving cream into slime as well. If it's not coming together correctly, then add another tiny piece of slime and stir until you can see the mixture forming a ball. This slime is extremely fluffy and consists almost entirely of foam. You can test the consistency by tapping it with your finger. If you can pull out strings of slime just like this, then it's ready. Spoon the fluffy topping over your soufflé and make sure it's really piled on. Now sculpt it into a round shape using your spoon. Don't worry if there are tiny uneven bits on the surface, because these will go away by themselves. The important thing is that the overall shape looks as round as possible. Now leave everything to dry overnight. The next day, the blue one with the shaving cream dome turned out amazing. I decided to leave my slime for another day, and unfortunately the top deflated just like a real soufflé. So if you want to film yourself poking the slime, then make sure you do it while everything looks perfect. I massively regret not playing with this while it looked perfect. However, I did film myself poking the rest, so I hope you'll enjoy. Last of all, remember that slime softener from the kit. I had to test it out, so I just took an old piece of leftover fluffy slime. You can see that it rips instead of stretching, which is what usually happens after you play with slime for too long. I added a few drops of this mysterious slime deactivator and then mixed it around a bit. To my complete amazement, it actually started turning the slime back into glue. This actually became too sticky to play with, and I am completely shook. This means you can reactivate all of your old slimes and keep them for much longer. I have no idea what's inside this bottle, but I really like it. Just for comparison, this was how the slime was beforehand, and this was afterwards. I've never seen a reversal of the slime reaction before, but apparently it is possible. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and please remember to subscribe to become an official Cutinator. You can also follow me on Instagram under my username Macaroon. This is Joanna, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!